Hi everyone, welcome to Mash Math. Today we are going to study from class 10 chapter 3, pair of linear equations in two variables. This introduction is for exercise 3.1. So first let's try to understand the chapter, that is pair of linear equations in two variables. So in this we will see what is linear equations. We'll try to understand what is linear equations, and then linear equations in two variables, and then we'll try to understand then pair of linear equations in two variables. So three things are there to learn: linear equation, then in two variables, and then pair of linear equation in two variables. So first of all, to see linear equations, what do we call linear equations? Okay, linear equations. So when we say linear equations, we normally write, like for example, now if I write 3x plus 2 equal to 0. This is one equation. So here you will see one variable is here. There is one variable, that is x. One variable is there, x is there, and the power of x is 1 here. So when here one variable is there and the power is 1, so this becomes a linear equation in one variable. So this is a linear equation in one variable. Why we call it a linear equation? Linear equation means variable should have the exponent of the variable, or the power of the variable should be 1. If it is 2, then it is not a linear equation. Okay, if we write like this, 3x square plus 2, then the power of x is square here 2, so this is not the linear equation. So when the power of variable is 1, then we call it linear equation, and here only one variable we have, and therefore we call it linear equation in one variable. Now if we have to write it linear equation in two variables, so linear equation in two variable. So if it is two variable, how do we write? Here only one variable we have. Same way we have to add one more variable, then it becomes linear equation in two variables. So we can add now 3x, one variable we have, in that you add another variable 4y, then plus 2. Same equation, one more variable we have added. So this is a linear equation. Why linear equation? Because the power of variable 1, power of variable here also 1, so it becomes a linear equation, but in two variables, because we have two variables, we have x, we have y. So the general formula that we write for the linear equation in two variable is like this. General formula, that is ax. See, in the place of 3 I have written a and this x as it is. Now in the place of 4 I'll write b and y as it is. In the place of 2 I will write c. So this is the general formula for linear equation in two variables. Okay, so I'll change the color here. This is variable. Okay, so we have two variables, the power is 1, so it becomes a linear equation in two variables. And here a, b, c, they are real numbers, and a and b should not be equal, should not be equal to 0, where a and b not equal to 0. This is a condition, because if you see, in the place of a, instead of putting some number, if we put 0, I'll write down here, in the place of a I'll put 0, and then I write x. In the place of b I am putting 0, then I'll write y. Then here I put some number. Now can we say this is a linear equation in two variable? Because 0 into x will give us 0. When you multiply anything with 0, you will get 0 only. Here also anything you multiply with 0, it will become 0. So then where is the equation here? Where is the variable is gone? So this is not the equations, right? So in the place of a, now here 0 is put, right? Let it be 0. Here in the place of b, I'll put some number 2. Again 0 into x will give 0. This will be 2y. Okay, 2y. Now where is the one more variable is gone? So now this becomes a linear equation in one variable, because only one variable we have it here. That is why a and b should not be equal to 0. So there should not be a 0. So always in the place of a, some number should be there, any real number. And in the place of b, any real number. And in the place of c, any real number. But not 0. A and b should not be 0. C, no problem. If c there is 0, no problem. Here there should be some number. In the place of a, I put 1 now. Okay. So now 1x plus 2y plus 0. This no problem. This is a linear equation in two variable only, because we have two variables and the power remains the same. 1 is there. So I hope it is clear to you. So C can be 0, but A and B should not be 0. A and B should be some number. So that's why the general formula, right? AX plus BY plus C equal to 0, where A and B not equal to 0. So A and B should not be 0. So now it is clear to you. Linear equations means what? This is linear equation in one variable. So linear equation means the power of variable should be 1. Then linear equation in two variable. Two variable means there should be two variables, but the power should be 1. The variable exponent or the power of variable should be 1. So this becomes linear equation in two variables. Then we studied the general formula, linear equations in two variables. This is the general formula. Now we are coming to the title or the chapter is pair of linear equation in two variables. So pair of linear equations in two variables. So you know now linear equations. So you know linear equations in two variables, you know. So linear equation in two variables, this is a general formula. Now pair of linear equation means one more pair you have to add. Pair means what? It's another one you have to write here. Two. Normally we say a pair of shoe, a pair of dress, anything pair. Pair means a pair of earrings. So pair means one more should be there. So then it becomes a linear equation in pair of linear equation in two variables. So two you have to write like this. Twice you have to write. So we can write like this: ax plus by plus c equal to 0. This is 1. Again one more, ax plus by plus 0. This becomes a pair. Now how to distinguish? So we distinguish like this. The first one we'll write a1x, b1x and c1. This becomes a first equation. Second one becomes a2x, b2x and c2. Then this becomes a pair, because this is the first one, first equation. This is second equation. So this is first equation. This is second equation. So both are, there are pair is there, plus two variables are there. The power is 1. So it becomes a pair of linear equations in two variables. Now if you know this general formula, you can make your own equations. Now as I said, a and b should not be 0. So in the place of a, b, c, you put any number and make your own equations. So first let me write for the first one. We can write in the place of a, we have to write any number. So we'll write 2x. Then in the place of b1 some number, and in the place of c1 some number. So this becomes one equation. So now for the second, in the place of a2 some number, in the place of b2 some number, in the place of c to some number. Any number you can write. This becomes second equation. So this is now a pair of linear equations. So this is a pair of linear equations in two variables. Because we have two variable x, y is there, here also x, y is there, and then a and b, they are not 0. Here also a and b, they are not 0. So this is how you can make your own equations. This is a pair of linear equations. Now there are two methods are there to solve, how to solve these equations. This is a pair of linear equation, we have learned how to make it. But to solve this equation, there are two methods are there: algebraic method and graphical method. So graphical method we have and algebraic method we have. Algebraic method means this is called algebraic method. Okay, so there are methods are there how to solve this equation, so graphically and algebraically, that we will see in the next videos. But this you have to understand what is pair of linear equations in two variables. This you have to understand, and this is important for the for exercise 3.1. Rest we will see in the later on. Okay, thank you. God bless you.